Grease. Let's go. Let's go. It's Cowboy Steelers. It's champ to champ. It's Cowboy Steelers. It's champ to champ. It's Cowboy Steelers. It's champ to champ. It's APN with Mark and Will. It's APN with Mark and Will. It's APN with Mark and Will. You know the deal. It's Cowboy Steelers. It's champ to champ. 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 It's APN Mark and Will. It's APN Mark and Will. It's APN Mark and Will. You know the deal.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to another great episode of Champ to Champ, where we literally talk about Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And of course, you got the favorite two hosts of the most, Mark and Will. What's up, my brother?
Salute, salute, salute. What's going down? Big ups! Was off last week. We're back, ready to grind it. You know, still excitement.
Yes,
Still excitement after the draft and all this kind of stuff. TAs and all this kind of thing. Mini training camp for the rookies. So, yeah. Definitely. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Big time.
Yes, sir. Y'all
Cheers to you, brother.
Y'all another great. We say?
I said, cheers to you, brother. Cheers to you.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And you see behind me, man, I got this, you know what I'm saying, student athlete profile. So, you know, we always want to go ahead and salute that, you know what I'm saying? Check that out.
Yes, sir.
The app for the athletes. Go on and download your video and highlight tape so everybody can be seen, so coaches can see you and everything. $19.99 a month. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. It's going to pay dividends. So, hey.
Absolutely.
JUCO players, whoever. Definitely got to get that. Let's go on.
Make sure y'all use promo code.
What promo code is that? What's promo code?
Mark and Will Show.
Oh, okay. Sounds like a winner to me. Big time. All right, man. Let's go and have some fun, man. Let's talk about
brother.
Draft and everything. Big time. Let's get it. But look, let's go on and start it off with this, man. Let's start it off with the backup QBs. Very important position.
Yes,
as Cowboys Nation knows, very important. If you don't have a backup quarterback, you're in trouble.
Yes, sir.
We definitely know that. We definitely experience it. So, you know, as we look at everything and check things out, you know, we got a little battle going on. You see what I'm saying? We got for the Steelers, and you can enlighten the Steeler gang about that. Haskins and Rudolph. What you think?
Yes.
You think is going to take the bull by the horns with that?
This one right here, we brought in Haskins for a reason. I guess Mike Tom will see something there to bring him in a different system, see how he is in this system with us. Mason knows the system already. I'm not saying he's a great quarterback, but he knows the system.
True.
It's battle right here is very interesting to me because we brought Haskins in for a reason. They see something in this young man. They obviously they feel like he can still play. Yep. He was in an effed up position in Washington or whatever. He really didn't get his chance because we all know dude didn't want him anyway. So I believe I want to give the edge to Haskins, but Mason knows his system. It's going to be kind of hard to beat somebody out who knows the system already. You know what I'm saying?
But
Mason's not a great quarterback, though.
I was great say.
I'm not saying that.
I'm not saying
that. He's not great, but it's going to be a very interesting battle. Camp going to show it all. Camp is going to show it all. I would love for Haskins to come here, you know what I'm saying, get his career back going, you know what I'm saying, play good, decent in the little 3 preseason games that we got or whatever. And he could be there for the long run once Big Ben leaves. We ain't got to draft a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be one hell of a battle, my brother. And count. It's gonna be one hell of a battle because we still got Dobbs. So somebody gotta get cut.
So, hey, what's up, Brian? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Like always. What's going on, Brian? For real. My thing is this. So when you got three quarterbacks, as far as going for the backup, one's going to be the second string and one's going to be the practice. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
All
yeah,
this kind of
that's how
stuff.
we run it.
So, and the other dude is out the door.
Yeah,
Rudolph,
out the
like you
door.
said, is definitely. I mean, that's whatever. But Haskins, if you got that arm talent, that'll get you. That'll get you.
Yeah, with the weapons that we got, just
Yeah,
get it
yeah,
to
yeah.
them. Shit.
Yeah. I mean, and as I look at the battle for the Cowboys, man, Garrett Gilbert, big time. Cooper Rush, they brought Cooper Rush back, and they got Ben DiNucci. I don't. Granted, Ben got put in a awkward position when he went on the road against the Eagles, I think it was, and the Eagles slapped his ass around so many times it made me cry. The defense played solid enough and still couldn't muster any points or anything like that. So I don't even see. I mean, really, I don't even see him making it unless something happens.
Uh-huh.
Cooper Rush. Thing about Cooper Rush is that yes, he's been with the Cowboys before, and they let him go. Then they brought him back, which is cool after other injuries and stuff like that. And then when they saw DiNucci couldn't handle it, whoa!
Yeah.
But then they signed Garrett Gilbert. Now that's my guy.
Dude, tough.
That's my guy. Texas boy, that's my guy. Because no matter what, after that Pittsburgh performance, even though
Hey,
you know what I'm saying, Pittsburgh might have been
hey.
handed down a little bit, a little slow slope. You know what I'm saying, something was going on. But for him to have us leading and stuff like that, I wanted him to start the next week. I wanted that. I'm
And
like,
he was
don't bring
supposed
back
to.
Dalton back. Don't bring Dalton back. I'm like, let this dude, because he looked good. He was, you know what I'm saying? He was, because we have so many weapons. Man, just feed the studs. That's what, feed the studs. Take care of them. Let them rock and roll. And that's the only thing I wanted. You know, I didn't want nobody running around. Look, no. When you got that talent, just feed them.
Yeah.
Feed them. Make them do all this kind of stuff. And but nah, they, I really hope. I think he should be the second string quarterback. Garrett Gilbert, hands down.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, Cooper Rush basically came from Garrett, so he don't know that system. It's a different system. Even though with
Right.
training camp and everything because of COVID, oh boy got a better arm. You know what I'm saying? Gilbert does. So I think he's gonna be the second string unless he completely like this fall apart or somebody or he gets.
Yeah.
But gotta rock and roll with him, man, because he was impressive to me, big time.
Hell yeah. He scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, he should. Then they said, nah, let's go back. Let's go back. That's garbage. That's garbage. Let's hit him with this next one. I'm kind of jumping around. This next position is definitely dear to the teams. Uh, Basically, running back battle. Let me explain this for all the Cowboy Nation. We came up with this topic. I'm not saying that it's a battle between Elliott and Pollard, and I will explain that shortly. But we'll let Mark go ahead talk about the running back battle for Steelers with Snell and Harris. And if you see somebody else on the depth chart that you know what I'm saying you want to throw in that mix, go ahead, brother.
All right, this right here is pretty much no brainer. Benny, hey, how you doing, brother?
Mm.
Go ahead and have us your audition year because you won't be back. You won't be back. You won't be back, brother.
Woo.
Najee, we brought him in for a reason. We need a running back.
True.
You know, Connor's in Arizona. Good luck to you, my brother, down there. Benny, you just not fit for Pittsburgh system.
Connors is like
Not,
Connors is like, thank you.
yeah,
He's in a good one
exactly.
too. Yeah. Whoever his agent's good. I like him.
Yeah, he got a little 1 year deal there. He's solid. But Najee, he's there for a reason. He's a
Yeah.
different breed. He fits our style. I mean, Benny, you was good on the little third downs that we had that we needed you to pound it or whatever. But when it was for you to play and stuff, I mean, you showed up. I think 2 games. That's it. You know what I'm saying? We need a running back to do more than that. That's what Pittsburgh's known for, is pounding that ball and then play action down the field. I mean, it is what it is. We pound the ball. Najee Harris is that young man I feel like is going to put us back where we need to be. Benny's going to be second string, of course, because Samuels, he'll be third string as usual. And the young boy that we got, it'll be between him and Samuels who get that third running back position or whatever. But Benny second string, and that dog Najee, he's going to be first string for Pittsburgh Steelers.
Let me ask you this:
Starting one. What's up?
what if he don't produce like everybody thinks he's gonna do?
You said, what if he don't?
Yeah, if Najee becomes Trent Richardson the second,
I don't think like that.
I'm just saying.
Like that.
I'm just saying.
And then you go say
The
Trent.
second,
like,
because
out of our running backs,
yeah, because before you got to think before King Henry, they running back, and Ingram was solid, but Ingram resurrected his career in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, he was okay, but he resurrected in New Orleans. When you win a Super Bowl, everybody forgets about you. Just so they had a strain before that. Them running backs weren't doing nothing from the Tide.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, and I'm not wishing that. I'm just saying, it's like you got Snell, and I like McFadden. I think it's McFadden. That's the other dude. That's the fast running back.
Yeah, it's a little fast dude.
Okay. Because that mixed up, you know what I'm saying? You definitely got to have a curveball, somebody different than that starter and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just like, you know, if that happens.
Back to the drawing board, because Benny still ain't going to be there.
Oh, wait a minute. You think they going to cut Benny? They going to cut Benny.
They got to go.
They going to cut him, brother. Now, if Najee does what he needs to do, then yes, he's out of there. And you gonna go draft another running back next year. And just be like the third or fourth or fifth, sixth round to come and back up Najee. I'll bring a veteran in. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Sir.
Yeah, I mean, then like, I don't think Snell going anywhere. I mean. I mean, you
gonna say Benny.
No, I don't think he is. I mean, because okay, real quick, and you know how we always go off on different shit. Who was better, Benny or James?
The year that just passed. That's
This
a good
period. Yeah.
That's a good question because Connor, he's hurt. He's back. He's hurt.
Mm-hmm.
As far as production, I would give it to Connor. I give it to Connor. I don't think they both was right there.
Yeah.
Neck and neck, really.
And the only reason
the whole season.
Only reason I asked that is because Connor is still young. And it took a while for him to get a team. Like a young running back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, he got mileage and stuff from University of Pittsburgh. He battled back from cancer. We salute him big time on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it was still hard for him to get a situation.
To get a team.
Yeah. So I'm like, Benny, I don't know, partner. I don't know.
An injury.
I don't know, Benny. For real. It might be tough on you. For real. All right. So it might be tough on you, brother. For real, Benny. Sorry. All right. Yeah, you know it. All right. So for Cowboys, point blank, like I said, in case somebody just seeing there like, man, what are you talking about running back battle? No, basically, it's been a downtrodden, you know what I'm saying, last year and the year before, whatever. But my whole preference with this is the question, should Pollard get some of those touches? Like, get more carries. Because when he was in there, he's not a pounder, but he can go. And when he's gone, he's gone. Ain't no catching this dude. I mean, he's like, you know what I'm saying, the receiver back. And, it's sort of Zeke. But my thing is, as the mileage is coming, the years, the production, why not? And I ain't saying split the carries. No, you don't do that. But I think just to save Zeke some mileage, I think you got to play him more. I think you got to play Pollard more because out of the two, he's the most explosive. I mean,
Right.
he take a little hitch and he's out of there, big time. And offensive line. We ain't talking about that, but if the offensive line is good, then Zeke's gonna eat. If Zeke can eat
Yeah.
behind a well offensive line, then Pollard's gonna definitely skedaddle through there. So my whole thing is, I really hope that after all that, and because he was injured some and all this kind of stuff, I really hope they go ahead and give him more carries, Pollard, screens, whatever. Do all this kind of, and I'm not just saying like a third down. I mean, bring him in there and really, if you want to get nasty with it, when you got them three wides out there, split Pollard on one of them, make it four wide. Throw a little hit
Yeah.
out there and let him go. Let's see what he can do. That kind of stuff, because everybody's going to be biting on the receivers anyway. And he's a mismatch.
Right.
A linebacker can't keep up with him at all. So, just let him roam. So that's my whole thing. I really think that if you're trying to make sure Zeke can make it through now, how many games is it now? 17 or some shit like that? I mean,
18.
yeah, so it's like, come on now. You got to go
Yeah.
ahead and reserve, especially your top dogs. You got to make sure they okay to make that run, because it's a long haul this year, and every year. But for Zeke, who got a little mileage on him now, you got to protect him.
Right.
You got to protect him for real.
You got to protect your investment.
You know that's right. What you said. What you said. All right, let's go back. Let me trickle back. Let's go to something. All right, I'll tell you what I do. Let's go this way. Battle on the D line spots. Basically, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much both teams has either lost, drafted some new blood and all this kind of stuff. So we want to go ahead and look at uh, what this means to both defensive line fronts. What you got for me?
Mm-hmm.
Mark?
All right, my brother. My defensive front, you got Cameron, who's still there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Cameron Hayward, he's not. He's the guy. He's not losing his position.
Have you seen video? Have you seen him training? His video, like he done got sweet. Like he's training with Chuck Smith, and he looked good, man.
Yeah,
he looked good.
And Tua, he's straight. Then you got Tyson. We really didn't draft nobody really, you know what I'm saying, like that. But do I see that anybody can take their positions? Not right now. You know what I'm saying? Because they the vets of that line.
Mm-hmm.
They the solid.
How about that big 6 foot? How about that big 6'7" dude from Wisconsin you got in the draft?
You said Wisconsin. See, they trying to put him at they trying to put him behind TJ. I know exactly what you're talking about.
6'7", 300 pounds is not no TJ. I got you.
Right. No, I get that. I get that. But he's a possibility that can take this Williams spot.
I can see that.
You know, TJ's good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Because I don't think
Williams, you know what I'm saying? I think what Pittsburgh is doing, they don't let these old heads lose their jobs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let them get outshined as the season go, and then put these young bulls in. You know what I'm saying? Because Vince Williams, we brought him back because we didn't have nobody. We had no choice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then with the cap thing, we saved some money bringing him back or whatever. So I think our defensive line is going to be solid. I'm not really worried about that, which we'll get to that last position when we hit it.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But I think our defensive line is solid. You know what I'm saying? They solid. Over there. We're going to have some young boys come in, substitute, do what they need to do. But they come in to produce and show out in front of these old men. Then that's when they're going to get that job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But right now, I feel like our front, they got their starters positions for right now.
Yeah, I got you.
Until that season start and that camp really hits to see what these young boys can do. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of them defensive guys can come in and don't pan up to be nothing. You know, college NFL's different.
Yeah, it is. That's a whole different thing right there, for real.
Right, but our defensive line I think is good for right now. But like I said, if these young boys like the Roach and you know what I'm saying, all these cats come and do their job, it could be ugly for these veterans. They could lose their spot to be elsewhere next year somewhere.
And that's the whole key is about building that depth anyway. So, you
Mm-hmm.
want that however that looks and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, you
Uh,
got to.
I'm for Cowboy Nations. I'm just tickled pink just because you have depth. You know what I'm saying? I just loved the way they addressed it. Yes, they could have got some other people and all this kind of stuff, but I mean, D Law, I mean, that's defensive end. He gonna rock and roll. Then you got
Yeah.
Gregory, as long as he can keep it his nose clean, not trying to be funny, as long as he can
Yeah.
not do
Yeah. Yeah.
nothing
Yeah.
like that. Then it gets interesting because then you have like uh, Tristan Hill,
Yeah.
who's still young, 2 years removed type. Neville Gallimore, another young. They both young, but I love how you went ahead and got Carlos Watkins, this depth from Texas. He may not, you know what I'm saying? And then this is the scary thing. He may not even make the team because you drafted OC from UCLA, another defensive
Yeah.
tackle. You got Johnson Golston. You got Quentin Bohannon from University of Kentucky, like who's 6'5", 350 type big guy who's gonna clog that middle. And you got Brent Urban, who's another 6'5", 6'6", 300 pounds. And so this defense is gonna look very, very different because they're the big guy, the nose tackles and all this kind of stuff, and because we're gonna play the
Yeah.
4-3 and the 3-4. So when he switches up, that's when you see Bohannon's and all this kind of stuff like that. And that their job is to make sure the line stays off the linebacker so they can just scrape and eat. Period. So I
Right.
love that you go to camp with some depth. D Law was fine, you know what I'm saying? Like, D Law has Armstrong and Basham and all these guys like this were actually ghosting them to back them up. But like I said, we're gonna do 3-4, so it'll morph into something else. But I
Uh-huh.
just like I said, I love when you can bring depth with youth who actually good players. You see what I'm saying? So when you address that defense early across the board, then you like, okay, now we can like, you get tired, come on in, let's go, let's rotate, let's rock and roll, put that pressure on people, build that
Yep.
depth. You ain't got, and then stop the run. I mean, when you second to last in run defense, yeah, you got to stop the run. You have to sit there and make changes and do what you have to do. And to me, they did it. Now, I'm not saying everybody's going to pan out, but I'm not saying everybody's going to make the team. You see what I'm saying? And then you got to think, it's still free agents out there.
Yeah.
This is not finished roster across the board from anybody. Every day you see somebody else sign somebody and like, okay, I forgot that the dude was out there. So,
Right.
but I love because when I look at the D tackles and stuff across the board for Dallas, they all babies. They young.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they hungry, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Let's rock and roll. So I really love that part of it, man. For real. Because that's where you gotta be strong up the middle.
Right.
Uh, Defensive line, so defensive tackles,
Yep.
linebacker, safety.
Yep.
If you don't
Yep.
have them layers covered, you're out there exposed big time.
Absolutely.
All right, let's dig in,
Absolutely.
get into
All
this
right.
next one. This next goodie.
Mm.
Next goodie. Battle
Ooh.
for the linebacker spots. Woo! What you got, brother? What you got for me?
Linebacker spot.
Y'all might be okay though. Y'all might be okay.
It's a possibility, but I gotta know what Devin Bush, how that ACL gonna hold up for him.
Okay.
You know, everybody can't bounce back off an ACL like that. And he
Like
on
like all day,
he's cutting, he's
like
covering,
all day.
They ain't got that. They ain't got that Space Jam juice like him
he's
at all.
he's super. He's not. He's not human. He's not from here.
No, not at all. That's the position that worries me because that's the position because if Bush is not 100%, that middle linebacker position get real ugly. Can get real ugly because he's the anchor.
Didn't
He's the anchor.
didn't Spinell? I keep on saying Spinell. I forgot his name, but and he the one. Is he backing him up? Spinelli, whatever.
Spinelli, for right now on the depth chart, Buddy Johnson is backing up Bush.
Okay.
But that's going to
The
change.
draft pick. Okay.
Yeah, the draft pick. Yeah, but that could change at any given time. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody's position really safe.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So we still got Robert. We still got him. He's still solid to come in and do what he do like he always do. But the linebacker position, I think that middle linebacker position is the only position that worries me with Bush. Because if he's not 100% and we got to play a rookie or even play Robert Spinelli or whatever, I believe in Robert, but he's injury bound too. So we got to play a little rookie. So I need Devin Bush to come back. He's the anchor of that middle to me. He's a sideline to sideline runner. I love that young kid, dude. But that ACL, that's hard to come back from.
Yeah, it is.
Football, man.
Who took I forgot who took Bud Dupree spot. I forgot.
Bud Dupree spot was taken by Alex Highsmith.
So Williamson's not on the roster no more? Y'all didn't sign him back? Avery Williamson?
No, Williamson. No,
because you remember when y'all got him and he played. Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a lot of different looks on his defense this year. But that linebacker position is very important for Pittsburgh because you know how Pittsburgh love their linebackers. They don't play about them linebackers, man. So it's gonna be very interesting. But I think we'll be okay at linebacker. It depends on that ACL if it's healed all the way. I don't want to rush him back. You don't want to rush him back too fast, and then he tweaks something again, and then he's out all year again. So Devin Bush is going to be is going to go off for me to say what our linebacker position really going to look like.
True. Let me ask you real quick. And I know Buddy, but was it another linebacker y'all took too in the draft, or Buddy was he the only linebacker?
We got Quincy Roach.
Oh, okay. Outside linebacker, pretty much.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And speed rush. Okay.
Yep.
Yep. That's just because I liked him from Miami. You know what I'm saying, and I like how y'all got him in the position because you didn't really have to give up nothing, and you did. You know what I'm saying. You can still he went far down enough that it was a good pick and all this kind of stuff.
Right. He was there. You got to take him.
Well, this is the most exciting position for me, for real. Cowboy Nation, stand up, baby, for real, because if you did not, okay, granted, and we're gonna hit this position a little later, but everybody thought it was, hey, I'm guilty. Everybody thought it was gonna be a DB and all this kind of stuff, and other you can't sit still when you got supposedly lockdown corners. You gotta get them, you gotta snatch them up. But for you to go ahead and take Mr. Michael Parsons, dude sat out the whole year. He didn't play at Penn State. Sat out the whole year. Still went number 12. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff.
Yes, sir.
Dude's a freak of nature. I've heard on the reports that they got him. He's the middle linebacker, but on pass downs, he's so gifted they gonna put him on the outside as a rusher. Dude's a freak. Dude is a freak, and I love it. I'm a defensive-minded person. When I can see a linebacker lay some wood and trade somebody down, oh my God, this stay healthy, young buck. This stay healthy because right there you have forced Jalen and LVE on the outside. No, sir. Sean Lee's gone. He's retired. Thank you for your service. When he was healthy, he was nice. But it was healthy, injured. Healthy, it was too much of that. And for a linebacker position, you cannot always be hurt. You cannot have no neck injuries and stuff, and that's LVE. And so when I go to say that, I think the beginning of the season, it's going to look like they're going to try to make it work with LVE on the I think they're going to have him, they saying most likely he probably be the weak side, and then Jalen might be the strong side or whatever. They might flip.
Yeah.
Parsons the mic. The thing about it is, I don't think it's going to stay like that. For the simple fact, Keanu Neal is going to play outside linebacker either the strong other week, and dudes,
Yeah.
long as that Achilles heel, he is. I don't know if you've seen this guy. He used to play safety, and he's built like a Mack truck because when he
Yeah.
was safety, he was 6'4", laying people out. Put him on the outside that covers the tight ends, whoever running that stuff. Love it, love it. Dude, when I say we are so deep at the line, and then about it is the two that's the shaky is the starters from last year. Because then you get Jabril Cox falls in your lap. Besides being 6'3", 6'4", he's considered like the best cover linebacker. So he can play that weak side or strong side, whatever you want. Whoever running the back and whatever, because the thing about it, Jalen cannot cover tight end or the backs are cold.
Yeah.
LVE's always hurt. Now you know they sitting there like, oh my gosh. They brought in two studs. Two studs. And actually three, because as long as if Neil is healthy, I won't be surprised, brother, if by the middle of the season we have the linebacker of Neil, Parson, and Cox. Point blank, man. I mean, for real, because they too talented. Like you, when I'm looking at you have five, and then you got Terrell Basham, who came from the Jets, who's basically going to be when we go to the 3-4 or whatever, the other outside linebacker. You know what I'm saying? Pass rush type stuff. So he's used to having his head in the ground, or he's rushing all this kind of stuff. Man, I cannot wait to get the coverage because, like I said, I would not be surprised if Smith and LVE is either traded in the season or just on the bench. Because when you're on a linebacker and you can't cover nobody, that means you're not. Neil's going to be coming in for you always, or Cox, because you can't cover. So basically, we're going to say we're going to put you in on the run, and you couldn't stop the run last year.
Right.
You was playing out of position. And that's why I love Dan Quinn. Everybody's thinking, well, it's the Atlanta coach and all this stuff. Dude, some people are not built to be coaches.
Right.
Yes, they went to the Super Bowl. Should have won the Super Bowl. Should have won the Super Bowl as him as the coach. But don't forget, the Legion of Boom, all this stuff, he orchestrated that. In Seattle. I just need you to have that same energy, brother. That same energy, man. Same energy. Let's rock and roll. Let's smack some people. I want to see people smack and all that. So I am excited from that first two positions. Like I said, the fires the defensive line with the tackles and the linebacker up the middle. I can roll with that, bro. I'm sorry I just got carried away, got a little excited. Sorry, for real. All right, let's go to the next position. Battle for DB spots. Let's get it.
Jesus. This is one of the positions that is a head scratcher for me every year. I mean,
I'm with you.
I mean, Joe, you long in the table. I mean, I give you another year or two, but you got to get up out of there in a minute. Cameron Sutton. We got Cameron in the game because of Nelson. Nelson's gone. I guess Nelson wanted more money. We told Nelson bye-bye.
You go to Cincinnati.
Gotta go. Then you know so crazy. I gotta look that up because I think he did.
Hilton.
But Mike Hilton went to Cincinnati. I don't think Nelson might not even be signed with nobody yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Mike Hilton was chasing the bag.
Yeah, he was.
Cincinnati, he's chasing the bag.
Yeah.
So get your money. I'm glad you got it, but why are you coming out of vision? That was stupid. But that's what they do.
Yeah.
That's what they do. I mean, do what you do. Joe Hayden, I'm going to go on a limb. I believe his job is safe. He's getting paid all that damn money. So his job is safe.
Brother, real quick, let me get on this real quick with Hayden. How would you describe him as a DB? Like, what's his strength like? Do you see him is he the lockdown cornerback for you guys? Or Is he mainly good in
For,
cover? 'Cause-
for Pittsburgh Steelers, Joe Hayden is our lockdown corner.
okay, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
he's Pittsburgh's lockdown corner. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Uh-huh. He's gonna start. Joe's gonna start. I mean, since he's been with Pitt, he doesn't have solid games. Of course, corners get burnt. They, you know what I'm saying, this fifth or another, but he's solid, but his position is safe.
Okay.
Now Cameron. So he's taking Nelson's spot for right now.
Okay.
I don't think he's safe. I don't think he's safe as of right now. We got some young boys that's behind him. You know what I'm saying? You got Justin who's sitting behind him. That if he come to count, he might be able to do something. Don't know yet, but hey, that's our weakest strength, bro, of drafting. It's corners. We always got to go get these free agents. I go trade for a corner. We can never draft a solid corner. And then the solid corner that we was going to draft, Cincinnati had the pick before us that year and grabbed them because they knew we was going to get them. You know, I hate.
Yeah. It's almost like,
how that goes.
yeah. The past 3 or 4 years, they come and get it. So I got you. Now I fit with you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like we don't draft well at that position. Like Fitzpatrick, our safety. I love him. This year have to really be the year that he really showed his worth so we can re-sign him and bring him back.
I like him too.
We picked up that 5th-year option for him. So he's going to play solid. I think he'll be solid. Edwards. Hey, Edwards, how you doing, buddy? You won't be there. Go to Buffalo, play with your brother. I don't think you're gonna be with Pittsburgh too much longer. I'm not a believer.
Oh no!
Me. The other Pittsburgh nation plebe out there might believe in him.
Comment. Pittsburgh.
I don't believe in this guy. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got some people. We drafted it like a kid. Trey Norwood.
Yeah, I like him.
We got
Cardinal. Commit.
We got him late. If he could come and count and do how they projected him to do, he could go all the way up in the depth chart.
Yeah.
Maybe take his guy position.
He's gonna have to make a special teams first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then, like you said,
have to really fall.
And then go ahead and make it. Yeah. That's the whole
but
thing.
I don't believe in him. But this is our whole defense. I believe our cornerback and safety position is the weakest.
Okay.
We got to do better with this dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we can have a couple of possessions. You know how corners get all hyped and then come back on that next down play. He done threw a 60-yard bomb. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, for real. Like, we got to get this position together. This is the one position that worries me about our defense. Period. So we can stop the run. It's just that can they stop people scoring touchdowns on them? 60, 75 yards, slants it. All right, yeah, dude, this pissed me off, dude. Lord Jesus.
Well, I can pick up on it as a Dallas Cowboys fan. I feel your pain. I understand what you're saying because I hate to see you. Do you remember? And I know I got some years on you, but do you remember that electronic game that you got the little men you plug up?
Which one?
I forgot what it's called, but the football game. And they move and shit, and then you put the ball on it, and you hope that he gets there. I got sick and tired of looking at our backs looking like that, where everybody else was running, clueless and shit. Like, and they gone. I mean, like, is it that hard? It's like,
right.
Jerry thought or thinks that, okay, I can make somebody a corner or safety because forever he still recruit, and he didn't draft. We didn't draft a safety this time either. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I understand free agency. You got we picked up. Let me get his name, Kazi. That's cool.
Yeah,
but he's coming off for Achilles too. But I would have liked to see you get him a backup. point blank,
Yeah.
and not a DB who's 6'5" who you're trying to convert into that.
Right.
That don't make sense to me. Give me somebody, and let me back up for Cowboys Nation. The thing about it is that Quinn is definitely big on length. He wants his DBs and everybody long arm and all those guys. I'm gonna tell you real quick. The funniest tweet I saw, man, I remember when they was drafting all these defensive linemen, and they had long ass arms. I mean, it was immeasurable.
Yeah.
And so the ones with the shortest arms that was on that was a part of Dallas was the dudes that was on the team currently. And the guys was like, somebody to say, hey, Antoine Woods and such, y'all better go grow your arms because Dan Quinn like that. Antoine Woods, now they just signed him before the draft. And he was like, we good, ain't nothing. How come they cut his ass after the draft? There's a reason why he won't, like I said, like, okay, the one I'm really talking about is like Nashawn Wright. Nashawn Wright went early. Everybody knows he went too early, but, he's thinking, okay, I can go ahead and give me another one of them Legion of Booms, you know what I'm saying? The big ass DBs and stuff. Because you got to think, he had like Sherman and he had all them other dudes who was like 6'3", 6'4" in the back, in the
Right.
safeties. So he's like, okay, I can try to make him like that a free safety. But, like I said, I love the Kazee. I'm going to tell you what, I got to show Donovan Wilson. Shout out to my little cousin because we used to text back and forth. Lewis Maxwell because he was a big time on Wilson. And Wilson showed out. He smacked fire out of people. We lost a couple corners and things like that, but I don't think it's like a big loss. I'm very excited about Trayvon Diggs, see what his second year looks like. Anthony Brown, I got no problem with him. I mean, he's been solid once he's able to stay on the field, but he may lose that to Calvin Joseph. The lockdown cornerback from Kentucky. As long as he stays good and listens and everything else, he's got ball hawk skills, big time.
Yeah.
And Trayvon Diggs does too. So if we can get two young studs on that outside, it's like, nah, man, you got. Because the thing about it, if anybody remember the defense, the Quinn. Now, no, don't get me wrong. You have to have the players to make this execution. Well, Kazee was from the other one, so he's basically free safety. If we can get Donovan Wilson to go ahead and he smacked 5 people. Like when you go on that base on that sideline and they throwing that shit and the DB's running and you coming up because the dude's coming to knock you out.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong, they done took a lot of them hits away, but you can still do some damage. So that's what I'm looking for with that one. Like I said, Jordan Lewis is a holdover. He used to be a nickel guy, and they said that sometimes he may play some safety position too, like probably backup Kazee. I do like the Jerron Curse. I think it's the nephew or the cousin of Mr. Curse.
Yeah.
Down in Tennessee.
Yes,
he's 6'4". He's a special teamer, but he also played a lot of games, started a lot of games for Minnesota. I love that. You can never have enough depth.
No, you can't.
Ever. Injuries happen. Maybe the injuries would not be as much as it was last year because they didn't have a lot of training camp and all this kind of stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I love, like I said, I love the Calvin Joseph. Granted, we struck out, we missed, we didn't have an opportunity to get Surtain or J.C. Horn because 2 teams. I love that the 2 teams was already in front of us. In the past, we had like the Eagles were always swoop in right before, knowing we going to take somebody and get it. Well, you know what? Whatever. We traded with them so they can get whatever the hell they got.
Right.
So that's cool. But I still think there's Richard Sherman's out there. There's Casey Hayward out there, another DB. Give me one of them. I know Jay from the Bay. I know you want Sherman back out there. Well, give me one of them because Casey Hayward played at Packers. Just give me one of them so it won't be no pressure on the young buck. You know what I'm saying? Let him go ahead. Let him teach. He probably got 1 or 2 more years left. Let him teach and whatever and do what he got to do and just get it in there. But
Right.
I think it's still like I said, it's still some moves that's gonna happen. So and I can't wait. I mean, that's the whole beauty of it, and we're gonna see. We definitely gonna see. All right,
Real quick,
go
I
ahead,
want
brother.
to ask my Pittsburgh people this real quick. I want y'all to comment down below. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. We ain't really had a great cornerback since Ike Taylor.
Woo.
And I ain't talking about no 90s stuff. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
recent.
We really had no solid one, good one since Ike Taylor. Tell me if I'm wrong, people. My Pittsburgh natives.
Yeah, I mean, you trying to hit him on the head with something, wasn't
I'm just saying, Joe's cool, but damn it, Ike Taylor and them was some monsters.
you?
They wasn't
Hell,
solid.
the one that we sit there and really, as far as DBs, Byron Jones.
Mm-hmm.
He was nice. He was a shutdown. I mean, people didn't really test him. He had that speed. He kept with. Came from
Right.
UConn. Sit there and basically just said, let him walk. Let him go to Miami.
Crazy.
Should have
You
paid him.
gotta
Should have paid him. He been matching up the side with Diggs, and then you gonna get that safety. I mean, come on. I understand. Like, so basically, everybody's signing 1 year deals now anyway. So man, you should have put it.
right, exactly.
Let him eat, bro. Let him eat. And that right there just got to me because when we do get him, you let him go.
That's
You
nuts.
want, you want to play some people? I have no problem you paying the offensive line if they them studs because that's got to eat. I don't got no problem defensive line, defensive ends and stuff like that. Quarterback, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Receivers, that stuff like that.
Yeah,
Running backs, if you got a special one like Zeke, okay, yeah, but everybody ain't special, so you ain't got to pay them all the time. You know what I'm saying? Plus,
right.
they're not gonna be in the league forever anyway. I mean, that's just how it goes in that position. I mean, we all know that. But if you get you a lockdown DB, a safety that can make plays, man, come on, man. Y'all need to pay. Y'all ain't going to pay them 140, 200. That's not the price range. But you need to go ahead and pay these people.
Exactly.
Unless you're so tough as a scout and as in your draft that you don't need these people, all right, that's cool. Otherwise, why you? The defense sucks. Do what you do, dumbass.
I'm with it.
Dumbass. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what's going on?
Stupid.
Yeah, dumbass shit. All right, let's go and get them with the legends, brother. Let's get them with the legends.
Yes, sir.
Legends of the game. Right off the bat, we got Joey Porter. We got Troy Aikman. Tell me about Mr. Porter.
Mr. Joey, baby teeth Joey. Big Gums Joey, my man. That guy, boy, when he played,
Why you say
he was
baby
good for
teeth,
the
dog?
TV sometimes, dude. Like, he was a shit talker.
Yeah,
He was a big one. He played for Pittsburgh from 99 to 2006. He is a Super Bowl champ,
yes,
a
sir.
4-time Pro Bowler, 2-time first team All Pro, 2-time second team All Pro. He's a Pittsburgh all-time team, an
Sir.
NFL 2000 all-decade team. He has a total of 667 sacks, tackles, 98 sacks, 26 forced fumbles, 9 recoveries, 12 interceptions, and 3 defensive interception touchdowns. Mr. Joey, that 55. He was different. 55 was different, man. He was really good for us with the Bill Cowell era, man, for us, man. Him and Larry Foote and all them. He was a good, solid linebacker, man. He was good, man. We just hated for him to have to
And
leave, but hey, you've
and
been
and
good.
Mr. Kirkland, Mr.
Yes,
Kirkland.
sir.
Oh,
Yes.
no.
Yes. 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 Hell yeah,
Woo!
people. Woo. Yes.
Just shake my hand, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's so obvious, brother. That's right there.
Yes, sir.
This week, Dallas Cowboy Nation, legend of the game. Y'all know this guy. This guy brought you 3 of them things. 3 Super Bowl championship. Mr. Troy Iceman. 8. Point blank. Like I said, 3-time champion, Super Bowl MVP, played with the Cowboys from 89 to 2000, 6-time Pro Bowler, Walter Payton Man of the Year. Let me see. He also, the beauty is, let me get him right here. He had 165 TDs. He passed for 32,942 yards. He's a football Hall of Famer. He's a college football Hall of Famer.
Yes, sir.
I mean, he does so much. The thing about it is his numbers retired in college. What I love about him, man, is that when he came to league, man, he was Dallas was like 1-15. Horrible. Dude was running for 5. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Jimmy Johnson saw something, man, in him, man, and brought him. And Troy, the captain, man, he just led the way. Them teams back in the day, as much as people talking about the they should do a documentary on them Cowboys in them 90s, early 90s, with them cast of players they had. Come on, man. Irvin and them. Dion, Leon Lett, all them dudes, man. Come on, man. It's crazy, crazy stuff. But you have to have somebody stable to run the ship, to right the ship. And Troy, he's not going to have the best numbers of all-time quarterbacks. He's not. He's not going to have the most TDs of all-time quarterbacks. He's not. He's not going to have all that stuff. But what he has, 3 of them things.
1, 2, 3.
And he was able to stable the players. You got Harper, you got Irvin, you got Smith, you got Novacek, you got all these people who wants the ball and all this kind of stuff. I got it. Calm down. I got you. I got you, playmaker.
Right.
So, heads off to you, Troy, because unlike certain people, I've seen 3 championships.
Jesus Christ.
Some people like, man, y'all ain't seen nothing. Y'all ain't seen. 90s? Yeah, that's how old I am. I'm dating my ass. But look, thank you, Troy. Shout out to you, for real. Big time. And I got it. Troy, here you go, baby boy. Yes, sir. Hey, you know what we do? We always do this, man.
Absolutely.
I can't even say it no more, bro. For real. Another banger.
Another one.
Make sure you catch us tomorrow. We got a special interview tomorrow for the Legacy Show. Troy Churchill Jr. is going to spread his knowledge. So make sure you join that one. It's going to be a blast like always, 8 o'clock. Y'all know what we do. Thank you, guys. God bless. Peace out. And you know what to reach us. So do that.
Absolutely.
It's Cowboy still, it's champ to champ. 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 It's APN with Mark and Will. It's APN with Mark and Will. It's APN with Mark and Will. You know the deal. It's Cowboy still, it's champ to champ. 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 It's APN, Mark and Will. It's APN.